positive vibrations this early day. So it's interesting. Different flowers in the garden open and shut at different times of the day. So there are about, now it's 5 new flowers that have just opened. And they'll open fully at some parts of the day, depending on how hot or where the sun is. And they will close at another part of the day. So I really found that the garden, which is so therapeutic, which is why I recommend that everybody grows something. So this is Body-Culinary. On this channel, you will find encouragement to start growing something to reconnect you to nature, even if you're in a small apartment. Encouragement to consume peacefully, whole living, unprocessed foods that don't require violence to your body or to anybody else. Also, I share my journey of radical self-acceptance of the hair and the skin that we come in. Right? So, one of the things I like to do on this channel is to share tools that we have access to that are not expensive, and one of them being the breath. So you're welcome to find a comfortable space where you can have your spine nice and upright, whether you're sitting in a chair, if you have back or knee issues, or sitting on the floor. You may need to put a yoga block underneath your hips to help you open up your hips. And we're just going to breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Your eyes can be closed or open. You can find any comfortable space for your hands, palms up, palms down, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, breathing deeply. So just a short practice of deep breathing, very intentionally, we use to reground ourselves, to recalibrate, to focus back in on the goals and the aspirations that we have for ourselves. You may wake up very inspired and with things on your mind and trajectory, and imperceptibly and insidiously we can lose our focus very easily. So this morning I wanted to touch in on the why and the purpose of the cocoon. And there is just so much stress. I think we have learned to just move as if the stress is normal and really not really be present to the actual siphoning off of energy and how much we are depleted. I mean, absolutely depleted, not just from work stress, but the stress of medicating ourselves mindlessly, the toll that that takes on our bodies, although it seems like we're comforting ourselves. And I also really think it can be beneficial to put ourselves in a space of rest and to give ourselves breathing room to see and just observe objectively where a lot of our behaviors are coming from, and give ourselves a break and space to be human. Space to be human, to observe with honesty and also compassion. Compassion for our humanness. I think sometimes as humans, as people, especially as Afro women, just from what I hear on social media and even people around me, it's like we're not allowing ourselves to process and to be human. And this has a tremendous psychological effect on us. And so we wonder why we seem stuck or why we can't seem to get the motivation to do the things we know we need to do for health. Big part of it is mental, and it's not our imagination. It's not, but it is because of the memories that are stored there. But trying to find meaning, trying to process all of this stuff is a lot. So it can be understood and comprehended why many of us, just after so many years of so much trauma, just get tired mentally tired. Mentally tired. So the mind comes before the body. You got to get the mind right to get the body tight. But the mind right, that's the part. That part. Getting the mind right. And so it has become obvious based on results that we need something. I've observed anything I say is not necessarily the truth. We don't have to agree from just one woman's perspective, that we need something more proactive than religion. And it can be observed for many Afro women and culturally as a people that just religion has not been enough for us to process in a practical way and develop communication skills, not just with other people, but communication with ourselves and our own onboard divine innate intelligence. So a cocoon is necessary to rest from the heartbreak. Sometimes we may not even be acknowledging just the heartbreak, our heartbreak. Not that your heart is breaking, but that can be a manifestation in terms of problems with the heart. But there's no acknowledgement quite often of us as human beings, that our feelings count, that our anger counts, that what happened to us as children counts. And so to reframe our narrative is so important to comprehend, so that we can create a distance and not constantly be living in the now in our minds and looping trauma, and in also the fears that we have when we're observing all these images and the things happening around us. A cocoon is necessary so that we can go in and have space to rest. We deserve to rest. You deserve to have rest. You're not a robot. And everything just can't be siphoned off to prayer while you have to process and move in the here and now. You know, we have very legitimate fears. And in them not being acknowledged, you can become a prison to the things that are not acknowledged. You can be in a mental, emotional prison to the things that were not acknowledged because it's not ladylike, it's not feminine, you're not mature, just get over it. So a cocoon is necessary so that we can process and reset and refresh and recalibrate. So I'm inviting you to ask yourself a question today. You're invited to. Are you taking the time, or do you have enough time to process all that you need to process? And is there a time limit? Do you have a time limit, like a bathroom break or a lunch break, to process all that needs to be processed so that you can move along and accept what is, and reframe your narrative and create a life for yourself that is healthy and enjoyable, full of vitality and joy by choice? That you have the birthright to choose to create a life that you enjoy. You can feel healthy and free in your own body. So I would say a cocoon is very, very necessary to climb into and create and orchestrate a cocoon so that you can have the mental, emotional, and then the resulting physical space to recapture your vitality, and your joy for life. So, on that note, you all create a great day on purpose because you said so. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and to share this with someone who could benefit. And if you're interested in the cocoon, you're welcome to reach out to me with your level of interest at Body-Culinary. All right.